Or are they not that far
this.
south?
Toucans? Oh, yeah.
Would you see one like if you were out for the day? Like, would you just see a toucan? Is that not that unusual?
But in the city that I live in São Paulo now, but I lived in a smaller city.
Right.
And they had this bird zoo. It was only birds, and they were all out in the open. And in the place where you ate, there were a lot of toucans, and they were scary, dude. They were big and they were scary.
All right, I just want a toucan hero is what I'm getting to.
Strikingly, like their beak is the size of their body. How is this bird a thing?
Don't you think they would make a great Dota hero?
They really would.
Yeah, some badass toucan.
I mean, the animations on Hoodwink are so cute. I'm sure you could do something with a toucan.
I just think we need some more SA representation, and this is how we do it with a toucan.
That's
I like
good.
it.
I like that you confirmed they were in South America before you signed them up to be the beacon of the region, but that's good. That's
just want to make sure, you know.
All right, guys. You want a new stat?
Yep.
Enchantress was not picked by MadKings. So
right,
they are going for the Virtus Pro for the Virtus Pro trophy here.
So we've seen them in 4 games so far, and we've seen 20 different heroes. Can we get to 25?
Let's see.
Now, Puck Marana. This is a pretty nice opener here. 2 very contested heroes, popular in the region, some flexibility on both, and now the Void Spirit.
That's a really nice pick. Because the Beastmaster is kind of tempting still, I feel, even with the Marana. But instead you go for the Void Spirit, because then once you have Yules, you can kill both of them.
Yeah.
Crafty.
So it's also kind of a flex pick, and they are doing the flex pick at the end of the phase, so you can actually ban things, if you really want to play him middle. So I like this.
And reminder here, of course, the MadKings will have the 10th and final pick this draft. So maybe some utility out of that Void Spirit flex, since they'll be able to make the final decision.
Exactly. I mean, Mariano had a pretty good 3 Void Spirit game, even though they lost. I thought he still played really well, too. And that was the first time I've gotten to see the 3 Void in like a little bit. So it was kind of nice having that back again.
Yeah, I feel like we never like it when we see Void Spirit. We're never like excited for the 3 Void, but it can turn up if you got the skills. You just got to play very careful.
There are players that make it look really solid. Like Boxy is like the big one for sure.
Boxy in general are still my big 2.
Yeah, exactly. Give it to one of those 2 and I'm all in.
It just looks like a different hero when they play at 3.
Dire team ban.
Shadow Shaman's removed too. Yeah, get rid of the Shadow Shaman, get rid of the Sand King. That's a good pairing with the Marana. We were talking about that a lot, I feel, at the start of the league. And both of those heroes have sort of withered away a little bit in terms of popularity. Not the 2 big, strong icons of the patch that they once were. Not sure why. Sand King still seems very strong. I guess we're just moving into a different style of offlaner in some ways.
Yeah, I feel like he's really good versus those illusion heroes, but they are usually just banned, right? Terrorblade and PL. I don't think we saw a lot of Terrorblade in PL games. Like, we saw a couple, but not that many. And I do feel like the AoE aspect of him is really strong. Bloodseeker ban. So they're pretty much just banning heroes that they didn't pick on MadKings, and I think that's a good strategy. Just make their hero pool smaller. All right, that's their weakness.
Taking some time on this ban. They're thinking like, okay, what are we picking out of this phase here, guys? We got to think about these next couple bans here. Where do I want to go? If I have my 10th pick, then I want to save my mid, right? So I'm probably gonna want my safe laner and my position 4 in the next 2 picks. One would think. So position 4 matchups versus Marana.
Wait, no, you want?
I just mean like game, like versus Marana versus Puck,
yeah.
You know, the 4v4 matchup. Thinking about the roaming potential and stuff like that. I mean, the Shaman's already gone, right? So that's the reason. Good reason to ban that for all the extended lockdown. Earth Spirit's still in. Earth Shaker is also still in, which can be a pretty good lane combo with the Void Spirit, since you can just like get away with a lot and set up with Fisher.
I like Shaker.
Dire team ban.
He had a couple days there where he was really moving up, and then he fell out again.
I've played him lately. He feels really strong. Like, I mean, everyone talks about the Shard, but I just think like the lanes are. I don't know. It feels like every patch the lanes are super important. But it just seems that with how good everyone is at contesting the pulls now, that having this ability to block the waves, especially right at the beginning, just feels so strong.
Yeah.
think the only catch is being careful with those fissures in the first couple levels. You can definitely toss a lane if you're not in the right place at the right time, but we've also seen Shakers make it look easy in terms of always being there to counter initiate with the fissure. So it kind of cuts both ways. Reminds me of the Wind Ranger 4 a little bit. If you got the skills, you can make it look real good.
Yeah, I think Wind Ranger 4, she's more of like a solo kill potential hero, and Shaker's more of like a team fight hero, but they're definitely like specialist type heroes, right?
Yes, that's the way
you
to
want
say it,
you want a lot
for
of
sure.
games. You don't really want to pick it randomly. All right.
I really like this Wraith King pick because they left open their 4. And I got
Okay.
way more information. Because now I don't really want to be Shaker necessarily. Like the Monkey King, you know what I mean? Like, you still can, but this is just a lot more info to have.
So they don't know
Gorillaz
the
Pride,
5
step
for
ahead
GP.
though. I think they saw that coming and they were ready.
10 seconds
We know we
remaining.
like Monkey against the Wraith King.
Mm-hmm.
Talked about it a lot before.
5
Easy setup with
seconds
the
remaining.
reincarnation.
What if you just pick Darks here for MadKings? You have 3 melee cores, really good on the Void Spirit. You already have the usual counter on the enchanters on your side.
The only downside is then you're showing all 3 cores and you have 10th pick.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd pick it yet.
Not ideal.
This is what happens when you have 10th pick, right? It just means that you guarantee that your side lanes are the ones that are getting counterpicked. Because that's what happens in this part of the draft. Is that they have to say the Wraith King first, and then they're going to pick Monkey King. And then no matter what they pick now, Gorillaz-Pride can counter that option. Because if they go for their 4 now, then they can pick a 5 who's particularly good versus that 4. And if that 4 is weak to puck, and it's like a 5 puck, then the puck just becomes a 5, and
Yeah.
But the goal and everything that you get out of this is that you get the 10th and final pick, where it's supposed to be this like game-winning pickup for your squad. I find first pick is just very, very strong right now, I have to say.
Okay. Tasquito.
Well, a save now. You've got 2 supports that have various ways of keeping your allies alive.
That was quick.
But again, into the Underlord. So Gorillaz-Pride, they seem to be going with this strat of let's snap pick to put them under the gun so that they can't utilize this 10th pick as well as they might be able to with a lot of reserve time.
It's a very good idea when they're reserved so low. Yeah, 10 out of 10.
10
I love it.
seconds
Underlord.
remaining.
And they
Very
still have the
well-rounded.
puck flexibility, right? This can be 5
Yeah.
pucks still.
5 seconds remaining.
So they lack a little bit of push on the side of Gorillaz-Pride. I guess Leshrac looks pretty decent for Gorillaz. I guess I wouldn't mind something like a DP as well.
Yeah, or they could just like straight up just Jakiro or something too.
Whoa.
They could Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, NP is nice. I think he usually deals well with most matchups, especially if you ban the Viper.
10 seconds remaining.
Options on options. It's an incredibly
5
good puck game.
seconds remaining.
Other than the sure you have to be worried about getting Yules and like killed by Void Spirit, but aside from that, you look at like how strong the coil is this game. You can't snowball. You can't do anything as Void Spirit. It actually lets you lock people in place to then combo up with the root from the Underlord too, and all inside Wukong's command. Like they have the big Venn diagrams of danger here.
Yeah, I wonder
10
how they
seconds
can like they
remaining.
have 3 circles, right? How do you deal with the 3 circles?
seconds
You need either a disengage. I guess Centaur could be good for MadKings here. It's the problem is the lane though. You have this Monkey King, but if they
I
play
don't
the
know.
Inch 4, they can dispel the Monkey King, and the lane might not be that bad.
Radiant team ban.
Do you really think they're going to play Inch 4 though?
I think it's
I
really
don't.
good versus Monkey King. To take
I don't
the-
disagree there, but so I think we talked about this last time. There was an Enchantress versus Monkey, and they still kept her on the 5.
Yeah, I think
10
so.
seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Radiant team
Oh.
pick.
The Grim too for another leash. That was a really good ban.
All right,
All right,
back to CM.
Puck.
I really like this GP draft. Super
Yes.
well-rounded, great mix of team fight, solid lanes, solid
This CM
game.
is good on so many levels too, because
Yeah.
it not only gives the roaming potential for the Mirana, makes it a lot easier with the bonus mana, but we talked about the Venn diagrams, and I was trying to think of a 5 that can actually like help punish. I was thinking like Enigma, but that's kind of greedy.
Yep.
So
Another
instead you go
circle.
for the CM. You actually have the Freezing Field, the Crystal Novas. If that
Set up
Ench
for
comes
arrow.
into Monkey King's lane, you're going to have the Frostbite versus the creeps too. So this is like layers on layers of a really good pick.
And then they go back for this Lesh at the end, and Toby's going to pick that up.
Well, I just hope the EZAQEGHJ is ready to flex his appearance in the DPC for the first time on this Tusk.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
All right. I mean, I see
off-lane
4
Lesh.
circle abilities on the side of Gorillaz-Pride and 0 circle abilities on the side of MadKings. So I guess they have Void Spirit. I'm going to go with 4
gets
circles.
that shard, man. That's like 3 circles
That's
right
a lot
there.
of circles.
So,
Okay.
I mean, if we're counting circles here, Leshrak's cheating.
All right. 2 circles. But the circles on G-Pride are much bigger. I think their draft looks... their draft is better.
Tremendous
our new
circles on
thing.
Gorillaz-Pride. Fantastic circles. Really
Amount
the
of
best
circles?
Is this like the
Yes.
leg strat? Yeah, now we're just going to do
Yeah.
circles? Yeah, okay.
It's
Yeah,
going to be
that sounds
strong
pretty good.
circles. Like
They
they
are
have
some
4
very strong
circles.
circles. I kind of
Yeah.
agree.
I like it.
Mhm.
Venn diagrams on top of Venn diagrams here. It's going to get real crazy. Well, it sounds like the 3 of us agree. We like the Gorillaz-Pride draft maybe a little bit more. Now, Gary Theben, your job's going to get a little harder. You got to counteract us here. What is the win condition for these MadKings, fellas?
What? I'm so excited about geometry. Circles, triangles, Dota 2 made up of so many different shapes. Theben, maybe you've got the answer. What's the answer for all these Venn diagrams?
Win lanes.
Win lanes, dodge team fights. Get away from the circles.
Yeah, I mean the circles are cool and all, but if you lose your lanes, it doesn't really matter how many circles are up there because they're just gonna run around you in circles. Actually, that's what's gonna happen in the fights. This Void Spirit, I think he has a lot of potential in this game, assuming he gets out of the laning stage unharmed against Puck. I've seen this matchup so many times, and Puck just destroys Void in about 6 or 7 out of 10 games, I would say.
And then out of the laning stage, having coil against one of the spirits always feels good, doesn't it? Stop that mobility. Stop him from stop him from running circles around you, like you said. Make sure that mobility is limited. But there is that one overriding factor that I always have to come back to. There is a Wraith King for MadKings. They have that overarching team strategy of where is the Radiance, when is my Wraith King ready, and then death ball towards victory and towards those objectives.
Yeah, I think the Wraith King might be having a little bit of a tough time this game, though, to get to his
But he has all the
Radiance.
sexy. Look, Theben.
He has all the what?
I now have all the sexy. That's one of his chat lines.
Really?
Yeah, hit enter and scroll up or just look up. I think it says,
Wow, I had no idea. What does that even mean?
well, he's hot. He's got all the sexy.
All right.
He's a beautiful
All right.
man. He's
All
bringing
right.
it back.
Man, I missed the skeleton Wraith King days. Those are the good days.
The one true king,
The one true king. Yeah.
Leoric.
You know, we're seeing a lot of this Underlord, right? I think Underlord and Tidehunter, these two are like the best heroes that you want to play into Wraith King. They just gets pressured too hard by the Anchor Smash, the Firestorm. Also, his Skellies die rather quickly against both of those two abilities as well. And the Wraith King just has to go jungle at some point, and eventually you're just going to, like I said, kick him out of the lane and then take its tower. And you just play the game from there. And Wraith King really doesn't like to fight into those heroes whatsoever. So we'll see what happens in this game. I think this G-Pride lineup has so much potential in terms of team fights.
Oh, they sure do. And yeah, the Wraith King laning stage, level 3, level 4 is when you kind of think he's hitting one of his spikes. You can maybe with this Enchantress or the Tusk make some plays. But yeah, playing into Underlord, trying to kill him off without a Witch Doctor, pretty difficult, which is why we've seen Witch Doctor become one of those primary position 5 heroes against these Tides, the Beastmasters, the Underlords of the world.
Mm-hmm. And we saw Hikori in game number 1 earlier today when they played this very similar Enchantress Tusk lineup. And this Underlord is going to get pretty big. Puck's going to get big if you don't destroy them in the laning stage or at least shut them down. So I think the Ench Tusk, they're going to have to do a lot of work. And they're going to need to run into the jungle, create a lot of space so that these Leshrac, Wraith King, Void Spirit get their farm. And especially Void Spirit is going to want to meet up with those two supports, get some kills going. I totally see like MadKings winning this game if they played like Hikori did in game 1.
Play fast. Get up in the face of
Play
your opponents.
fast. Exactly.
I mean, what kind of itemization do we look for then? If they want to play early, play fast, is it going to be like Yule Scepter on Lesh and Void Spirit as they buy time for the Radiance on Wraith King? Or do you think Sora makes the shift and goes, Armlet or something?
Oh, I think Armlet does sound pretty good this game, especially against Underlord, just having that extra bit of damage early on to cut him down. Yeah, I don't mind an Armlet this game. I think Radiance is not going to be as amazing. It's not like one of those like super good Radiance games, to be honest. So yeah, Armlet could be interesting. I think Leshrac just needs to farm for the most part, get his levels up, and just let the Void, Tusk, and Ench do the space making, and you just focus on taking towers on the Leshrac. You don't want to be joining fights and dying to like Puck or something because you're too squishy early on. Just farm up, get your team items, take objectives for your team, and then later on you're gonna have so much more impact. Oh, also a pipe. Pipe is so freaking good this game for MadKings.
Who's gonna buy it? Like, can Lesh?
Yeah, it's gonna have to be Lesh, I guess, at some point. It's gonna go like Guardian Greaves pipe build, I assume.
Yeah, so I guess stabilize your side lanes and then have the 3 heroes, the 2 supports in that mid lane, like you say, roam around and make a bit of space. And we've seen what Tusk can do with that tag team. Just go into a lane, find kills with one other partner. Makes it look easy. Over on the G-Pride side, they are moving all down towards those bottom bounty runes. Mirana Underlord lane. Crystal Maiden going to be pairing up with that Monkey King, who is disconnected and... I guess, yeah, he's back in Fountain. I was trying to figure out where the monkey was, but he's turned into a... Wait, where is the monkey? He's turned into a courier?
He's between the Crystal Maiden and the Underlord. He's a courier.
Ah. I thought he was back in Fountain. I was looking for the couriers back there, but yeah, he is hiding.
It's a little... is it early for you? No, it's late.
No, it's
okay,
late.
I was going to tell you it's a little too early for you to be drunk, but... it kind of makes sense.
He's difficult to come on. He's difficult to see. You can't blame me for the monkey hiding in there. Production.
All you have to do is double click his portrait, and you will see him.
Shh, please, stop being logical. Don't use logic here. That's an illegal move.
You know what we need, Gary? We need a stat to see like how many pauses there are in South American Dota, like at the start of the game. I feel like we've had a pause in 9 out of 10 games.
Yeah. I was going to go for 90% as well. I think we have had a 90% hit rate on the pauses in games. Zayori, shush! No one can hear you. You're just in my head. You're a voice in my head, and I don't want to hear you anymore. Making fun of the 90%.
What, they don't believe what they think is 100? Because it's definitely 90% at the least.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
These guys.
You've got to prepare yourself for that.
Need to. Yeah, wait it out. All right, Gary, let's play a game.
Okay, what are the rules?
The rules are...
How do I win?
I don't know. I thought you were the one who was going to come up with a game. I just suggested we can
Gary,
play a
let's
game.
play a game. Which game are we playing? You choose. Any game you want to. Maybe we'll just play some...
I don't know.
Play some Underlords on stream.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was gonna play this. Let's play tic-tac-toe on the minimap, but we're hiding the minimap right now,
and I can't,
just in case.
And I can't. You can't see what I'm drawing either.
Precaution right now. Just it's a long pause. We don't want any information to be leaked in any way, right, Gary?
It's one of my favorite things drawing on minimaps, though. It's a little bit sad that I'm not allowed to do it.
Just nobody else will see it. Actually,
but you have the privilege. The stream also has the privilege of seeing you drawing everything on the minimap, don't they? And your lines and arrows that pop up from you straight out onto stream. They're scared of me drawing rude things on the map. I think that's why I've been kicked out of the broadcaster slot.
I have a game for you. Okay, can you tell me, or which of these players in this game is the longest, like a veteran? Like, who's played Dota the longest, you think? Oh, god damn it. That was
a little bit easy, yeah. I mean, my second choice was Ezakegich. On the Tusk.
They can hear me now.
That's definitely how I'm pronouncing it.
Gary, I got to ask you, have you ever got legit by the Monkey King mischief? Have you ever seen it and thought, oh, it's a little courier, or like, oh, the bounty rune, and tried to pick it up? Have you ever actually gotten like fooled by it?
No.
Because I have to admit, I got fooled by it.
That's
for the
a lie.
first
That's
time.
a lie.
So
The first time, like last week.
Not
And my
Last
team made fun of
week?
me relentlessly.
Oh,
Yeah,
geez.
there was a
that's
Monkey King on my
unacceptable.
team, and it was right as the bounty spawned, and I was so paranoid about taking the bounty rune from my mid, and I was like clicking on him to see if he had a bottle and stuff, that I was like, guys, the bounty rune, somebody click on it, go get it, it's right here. And it was literally Monkey King.
It was a
And
freaking monkey.
They made fun of me for 5 minutes straight, and it was
Aw.
totally deserved. I've never felt so stupid in a game. I
To be,
It's like, I don't think I've been directly done like that, but I've definitely been done by the monkey
Dude, I was
turns
like
into a courier.
voice-chatting. I was hyped. Like, guys, nobody got the bounty. Go get it. Quick.
And then he
I was
pops
freaking
out.
Yeah, exactly. It was...
I've had a
lot of
monkey king
lulls.
go into my base and kill like 3 couriers before. I've definitely been done by that. The monkey coming in and sniping 3 couriers that you move them out of fountain, you want to be super efficient, you put them on the bottom of the staircase, and suddenly courier has been killed, courier. Oh shit, what? Who's in our base
mean,
doing this before creep spawn?
doesn't it take like 2 hits to kill the courier?
Yeah, but sometimes
I mean,
you're not looking your fountain. You're looking at bounty
What?
runes.
How are you
What?
not looking at your fountain after the first courier died?
Well, they happen so quickly, and if you're fighting around bounty runes and monkey kings in your base, you're casting
Like,
spells on an enemy hero.
Are you guys? Is your team wearing like 2 eye patches or what?
I mean, yeah, dog. My MMR is probably like 20% of yours.
Theban, we're not AK like you. We
It's
don't have
Dota Deluxe, dog.
we don't have the spectacular teammates you do.
Yeah, my games are you get a 5-man wipe and everybody just runs back into the jungle. And you say, guys, maybe we should take a tier 2 or Roche. And they just ignore you and say, noob, I must farm. I will be huge.
Yeah, I've got to use that time efficiently. We've killed them all, so we've got all this space and time to farm. What are you
Exactly.
talking about? Push towers.
Oh
Silly
boy,
Billy.
it looks like we're gonna have to unpause the game without this monkey.
Oh, we run out of pause time. I mean,
We got I think we have a
They're-
minute left. We got like a 60-second countdown. Oh, no.
the admin has made the call.
Oh,
Time to-
Gorillaz-Pride, not like this.
Time to get underway.
Gorillaz-Pride.
I mean,
Rick and
theoretically,
pepperonis.
MadKings can give their pause time, if they wish to. We've seen that before, so that's
Donate to pause time.
that could happen. A bit of charity.
I mean,
But
yeah.
do we know what's happened? Like, what is that? Has he just disconnected? They
There
said
we
he's.
go. And Treasure says we can wait them. I thought it was 5 minutes for each team, not like 10 minutes for each team. Is it 10 minutes for each team?
Not sure.
I don't know.
My Kings are gonna give their pause time. All right, 10 minutes for each team. Got it. So we're waiting for MadKings now, who are pausing for the Monkey King. They do not want any unfair advantage or anything like that.
So how are we pronouncing this Tusk's name, by the way? Are we going for EZAQEGHJ or Ezakegaj?
I thought we call him
As a
easy.
Q.
Just call him like easy, dude. Easy kills. Easy E.
Easy A.
Easy
It's
A
very
right here.
simple. It's very simple, guys. We just call him Tusk.
Just call him Tusk. Well, I'm doing that for Enchantress. I'm not pronouncing his bloody name. That's for sure.
All I see is star. So I don't know what his name even
You've got the
is.
censorship on. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm a smart man.
Censorship. I mean, if I see a name and I can't pronounce it, like I just call it by the hero name.
So-
It's very simple, Gary.
Real talk, Theban. Was
What's
adding
up?
5 couriers for each team one of the greatest changes that we've
Yes.
had in Dota?
Yes.
Not only for
Yes.
quality of life, but legit, how many games have we had now where these stupid fucking couriers have led to like crazy smoke reveals and this like
Yeah,
trail
that's
of
true.
breadcrumbs where you find somebody in the trees? Like, I honestly think 5 couriers is one of the greatest things to happen to Dota, like up there with talents and bounty runes.
Yeah, those are amazing. I don't know about bounties. I think there's some, it could be questionable, but I like it. I like it. I like
Well, here you
couriers.
go, boys.
Oh, bless.
Welcome.
We're back.
All right, let's
Just
go.
in time.
I was going to start talking about shrines and how nobody misses them. Bloody buildings healing you. What a load of nonsense. Are you glad they got rid of shrines, Theban?
Shrines? What is that?
They never
What are you
existed.
talking?
Just forget about them.
Yeah, what are those?
What are those? It's not like we had 4 in each base and then 1 hiding near where the outposts are now.
Oh my goodness! You couldn't break high ground because everyone's just healing.
Yeah, it was
It's
nuts.
like moon wells. They were moon wells.
Moonwells and Ziggurats. Well, Monkey's back. He's up top. We're actually underway. Game 1 of this best of 3. MadKings up against G-Pride if you're just joining us. And we've got ourselves a nice little setup down by the bottom runes. Dire get an observer ward up on that little bit of high ground, so they can see the Wraith King and they'll know who's coming. Maiden, Underlord, and Mirana all here. If they land an arrow, could be a quick first blood. Monkey's not contesting
I don't
top,
think
so
yeah, it would be a quick first blood from MadKings.
The battle begins.
oh, you think with tag team they've got the damage? Arrow's going to miss. And if they miss the arrow, then yeah, turn on the Underlord with the tag team. Tusk is dropping low. They've got the stun from the Wraithfire Blast, but Benja just stands his ground, battles through it, doesn't die, and now they turn onto the Wraith King. Arrow's coming back up in 5 seconds. Another Crystal Nova from Kara. The right clicks from Mirana, the first blood demon. It's coming, but for G-Pride as that arrow slides into the backside of the Wraith King.
Oh man, okay. Alright. I blame Mensch. She's got enchant instead of impetus. Where's my impetus damage? You already got the slows with your tag team. You just needed the damage there.
Yeah, they sure did. They were very close to killing off that Underlord. We set ourselves up into that 2-1-2 lane setup. Take a peek into mid, where this Void Spirit has his wave up on his hill. So a great start here for the CS, beginning out this laning stage for the Void.
Yeah, you're gonna need this Void Spirit to have a really good game, or else things are gonna look rough. He's pretty much a teamfight controller throughout the early mid game, or skirmish controller, I guess we can call it.
He's the catch, he's the kill, everything in between.
Yeah.
And then up towards top, Maiden and Monkey. And for the first time in a long time, it's a Maiden Monkey lane that are back by their tier 1 tower. They've not pushed it out, and they're a little slow getting towards that level 2 compared to normal.
I like this lane though, Crystal Maiden and Monkey King together. I think has a lot of kill potential. And the way that Crystal Maiden is playing is really nice as well. Finally, someone playing behind the carry as a Crystal Maiden.
But there's that level 2 on the Monkey and the Maiden. Primal Spring, Boundless Strike,
Frostbite.
leveled up by Teemo. The Frostbite can't get in range for
Can't
it.
reach. It's okay. CM should be able to get a side pull here potentially. If the Tusk goes in, he's gonna lose a lot of HP.
It does mean no Jingu for the Monkey though. Do you like that? The 1-1-0 build?
Nah.
Like, he gave it a shot, he tried, but now tag team on this Crystal Maiden. Not enough damage. It's going to be the Tusk. It takes that fall first. I mean, not respecting this Nova Frostbite.
Yeah, Mr. Easy Tusk is made some real questionable moves right there. You know that what the Monkey King has, the Tree Dance and the Boundless Strike, he literally casted them in the lane. It's not a good idea to try and go onto a Crystal Maiden like that.
Yeah, it would be more understandable if it was that surprise magic damage coming from the Monkey King. But like you say, they knew exactly what was going on. Oh, Mirana down bottom looking for the Ench.
Any arrows? Nope. It's really hard to actually play this lane as a Mirana. You have to be the first one to land the arrow. You gotta do it through some trees. And it's very difficult. You're just gonna mostly focus on killing the camps, you know, blocking the big camp too, here and there. Satyr, it's like, look at him. You just can't. You know, there's a lot of people who believe that Mirana counters Ench. It's annoying for the Ench, but it's definitely not a counter. Like, you can't just hit arrow on a moving creep.
Yeah, they're pretty speedy little fellas. And they're going on this Underlord. Now you've got your impetus damage.
Yeah.
And Benja is trapped inside the skeletons. They're just a crit from the Wraith King to
it.
kill it. And they do snipe the big Satyr with the arrow in the end, but losing your Underlord there, not feeling too hot.
It's done its job.
Sure has. Oh, it's a very tight mid lane. 20-6, 19-1. Void Spirit looking for those early active runes. 10 seconds till the first one spawns, and that's why Tusk is lurking up near the top, Ench down near the bottom, and they want to try and give this Void Spirit every advantage they can. The top runes are DD. Puck tries to deny it. Aether Remnant catches the Puck. Do they have the stuns? Nope. No snowball. 1-0-1 on the Tusk. So just jaunts back under the tower as the top lane Lesh escapes, barely scraping away with his life as Teemo and Kara put on the pressure.
Void Spirit would have really liked to have had that DD rune. but at least both mid laners not getting a rune is okay for them. Time being.
Does Lesh TP mid to refill the bottle?
He
I think he should. I genuinely think he should.
The bounties are about to respawn though, so he probably won't do it. He'll just TP top. The bounties will be picked up by the Void Spirit.
Okay.
He needs this experience. He can't let the Monkey King have like half a level by the time he gets back to the top lane.
I do also need to guard those bounty runes. Coming up in a couple of seconds, and Maiden has already made the rotation while that orb from the Puck into the Remnant gets caught up, but the Void Spirit gets wrapped around on by Kara's Maiden. I mean, that Maiden movement was perfect.
So good. That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, Kara really knew what the next play was. Monkey King was free farming. Leshak would have had to TP back top after healing, so understanding there's some time before there's any threat top.
And now you're wishing that Lash had TP'd mid to refill the bottle as a Void Spirit. They go on the bottom Underlord a little bit. He's tanky. Doesn't look like he's really going to die there. Skeleton's going to follow him around. G-Pride have already got the pull off. As up towards top, Maiden, tag teamed, stunned, and Kara turns with a Frostbite and a lot of damage from this Monkey King, starting onto Toby with a Boundless Strike. They've killed the Maiden, and Toby, speedy Lesh, trying to escape. There's a Split Earth as the Snowball connects, and Easy A forces Teemo away.
Maybe they can try and turn this around. They should try to kill this monkey before the Crystal Maiden comes back. And you know the monkey is going to show up. He wants to heal off that Boundless Strike right now. Oh, he's going to heal a lot here.
He's looking for the big line, isn't he?
Yeah, he's looking for the angle.
There we go.
There it is.
And G-Pride also securing bottom regen rune for the Puck. So things get even more difficult for the Void Spirit, now knowing that you can't really trade spells effectively for that whittling effect on the HP pool of Puck. And good D-Ward bottom from Mirana, but forced to leap away. Might even need the triple leap as that mana burn creep comes in onto Dismar. Andre's tier 1. Perfectly fine.
Be alright. This top lane, I think they shouldn't have lost this badly. The Leshak and the Leshak only has 16 last hits. The monkey has more denies than the Lesh's last hits.
Yeah, it's a bit tragic up there for Toby. Right.
Yeah, I think what they missed out on is the Tusk pulling the second wave in this top lane against Crystal Maiden. Trading the experience, making sure the Monkey King will lose an entire creep wave, and then the Crystal Maiden can't really follow the Tusk either as a slow hero.
And they're jumping on this Lash. Toby trying to get the Split Earth off. He catches Monkey with it, and the shards block him, so they can't chase Toby down. And they're actually trying to turn with the damage from the tag team and the Void Spirit coming. The double rotations from the mid laners with a coil. They've caught the Lash up with the Void Spirit too. The Frostbite damage and the final click from Tau. They take him down. Toby's gone, and this means that without mana, the Void Spirit unable to offer anything to save his Tusk, so a double kill for the Puck. And they might think about going a little bit more. Puck wants to get back to the lane.
Tusk also didn't have any more spells left. It goes back to that bottle not being refilled for the Void Spirit.
Yeah, and that regen rune.
Not the first one, I mean the regen rune
yes.
one. He's already died and come back. But yeah, 8-minute rune, who's it gonna be? Oh, it's all Puck
and an arrow?
again.
Oh. But the Enchantress had to go low ground to dodge the arrow, and it looks like dead regardless of what the move was made. Down you go. Tau on a killing spree now.
Also got an Arcane rune. Gonna be able to farm a little bit with this. No levels in phase shift. Can push out lanes really quickly as well.
Going back to that top lane, with the Tusk skill build, he went shards and tag team level at level 2. He had 101. With a Lesh, often you'd like an initiation stun or something that can chain stun with your Split Earth. Did tag team really do that much for them?
I think it's okay to go tag team because the shards will allow you to land your stun.
I've got Teemo snowballed up. Under that
so
Pulse Nova is massive amounts of magic damage, but Tau arrives with a 2-man coil. They went chasing into the jungle looking for the Maiden. Void Spirit is arriving, but Tau, this Puck, dominating now, and there's nothing to stop it. They've got a jump from the Void Spirit. Where's the Remnant? Missing. Gets himself away from there. Nothing touching Tau, and they turn onto the Enchantress, blowing him up. A mega kill as this Tusk tries to block them out with the shards, but Puck and Mirana still on the low ground, and the Frostbite comes in from Kara.
That's actually so good there from Tau. And Void Spirit, he missed both his Astral Steps onto the puck. I think you just have to be a little bit more patient, you know, walk closer to him, make sure those skills land, because this puck is a gigantic kill.
Still trying to go on him. There's another Dissimulate and a Remnant and a pause.
Okay, he's got him. He's got him.
Is he dead?
He's got a Fairy Fire.
There's no
he
phase
will
shift.
survive. Right? He has a Fairy Fire, and then maybe if there's a TP, they can help him. Damn, Monkey King. There's no pause available though, right? From Dire team, so
Yeah, that's a good point.
whose pause are we using here? Radiant team pause?
I guess so.
Is that what's going on?
I mean, it's max Dissimulate, so what, 340 damage? And it's, I mean, this puck looks pretty dead to me.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes.
I'm pausing.
Maiden and Miranda not too far away, but here comes the
Pause the
phase
Fairy
shift.
Fire.
The
Here we
Fairy
go.
Fire's used.
Here we go.
Pretty dead. I'm pretty
Oh.
wrong. Frostbite from Kara is going to slow down that Void Spirit enough. Now he has to Dissimulate away. With 10-minute runes spawning up, Puck going to be incredibly happy with that. Gets to refill the bottle off the bounties.
Gary.
Maybe gets the active rune bottom. And what's up, Theban?
You were left.
I was left.
I was right this time. I'll take it. That Fairy Fire, he's held till 10 minutes into the game, saved his ass.
It did. That was a close one. Now with a Veil on the Puck, they snap the coil on the Enchantress. And it's Tusk. What's he going to do? Snowball saved by a couple of seconds. Puck still has the right clicks though. They've rooted him up with the Dark Troll, but here comes the Underlord, bringing a Wraith King along with him as they jaunt forward, trying to close out on this Tusk. And both supports from the Radiant team trying to bodyguard the Wraith King's lane, just get slain by the Puck. 6-0-3 for Tau.
He is beasting it up. Truly unfortunate. Monkey is disconnected for now. They're just gonna get him to jungle up. If only he had his base boots. Wait, he's got 2,500
Yes.
gold on Monkey.
He does.
What the?
It's a Radiance time.
Why did he not buy any item beforehand?
I don't know. I mean, what's he going for? Is it a Battle Fury game?
It is a Maelstrom game, I believe.
Okay. We've seen the Wraith
Maelstrom
King.
Aghanims.
He's got Armlet. He's going Radiance, but he's got that fast
Oh, he
tempo
does.
ready to go with the Armlet now.
Dude, he's gigantic on Wraith King. What is this?
5,100 net worth. What's his CS?
Phase boots
93.
Armlet, 11 minutes in.
94 CS at 11.5 minutes.
Yo,
For a
this
Wraith
guy's got
King.
some
Radiant's bottom tower
nice farm going right
Oh,
now.
Timo.
And that's going to be a big concern.
Monkey King. He tried to bound the strike out of that one. But with Void Spirit and Lash pumping so much magic damage. And now, trying to take the tier 1, but the Puck Coil catches them up. Void Spirit, he disengaged. So Lash and Tusk, they've been left stranded here by the rest of their squad. They were trying to slowly make their way up there.
I mean, they die with the monkey first. They used all their spells on him, and then this Puck is just not a joke to push into right now. They're going to need to fight with the Wraith King and the Void Spirit together if they want to deal with the Puck. Leshrac just way too squishy against this Veil right now. Where's Monkey's items? What is he doing?
top tower is under attack.
I think he's lagging. That's what's going on for Timo here. He's just
It
lagging.
must be.
Yeah,
Right.
like when
really
you're
sad.
lagging, you know your brain isn't working, and you're like, I don't know what's going on, and you're just like trying to fix your
Dire's
stuff.
bottom tower
Yeah, you're
is
like
under
alt-tabbing. You're trying to do all these technical things. Figure out what the hell the problem is. You're on the phone to your ISP. Come on, give me more packets, please. Let me play my video game.
Any packets, sir?
Please, sir, can I have some packets? Well, he's bought a Maelstrom. He has an item.
All right, there we go.
Still
Good
level
choice.
7, and he's about to die. There's rotation in from the rest of the Radiant. The MadKings, they spot the monkey. He's leapt
Oh,
onto
it
the
doesn't
tree
hit.
tops. They get the snowball forward, but he's already been Moonlight Shadowed, and he's out of there.
Yeah, that's a pretty big miss on the gank there. And now the Leshrac is in a lot of trouble too. Crystal Maiden doesn't have ultimate.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And I'm trying to break through the trees. Toby thinking about that split earth to open an avenue of escape, but there's the Puck again. Tau in with a monster kill streak.
Bottom tower.
It feels so weird. Puck is dominating and Monkey is obviously struggling. Two very disparate, clear stories of the game here from G-Pride.
Yeah, meanwhile, Wraith King is just having the time of his life, making his way to an Radiance now. He's just so farmed. It feels like he can go whatever he wants right now.
That's exactly where I looked.
Right on him. Yeah.
Straight down.
Underlord, Puck, they actually can't do anything to this Wraith King for the time being. It just takes way too much gas to be able to bring him down with how tanky he is. And a second life.
Yeah, really one of those games where you focus everyone else and leave the Wraith King alone till the end. But when he's got 2 lives in the Radiance, the damage over time, still it really starts stacking up.
He has so much armor too. Whew.
Oh, from the
armor
armlet.
on this Wraith King with the armlet, yeah.
And the casual Ring of Protection.
Yeah.
Smoke up from Mirana and Maiden in towards mid. Something that G-Pride also struggles with is that tower damage and sieging buildings. And without the Monkey King, without the Wukongs, they need a couple of snipe kills onto key heroes like the Void Spirit first. That's why MadKings having Wraith King in the mid lane, guarding that tier 1 is such an important decision to make. I'm going to stack up some camps here. Waiting for those bounty runes to spawn. Holding on to that top left corner of the map as the Radiant.
Puck's on the way. Arrow doesn't land.
He's into the pit. He's got the Pulse Nova going, but there's the 2-man coil, and Chantress shredded as Toby falls. The Tusk snowballs in, but Kara's got a double kill. They've got into the freezing field. Tusk, oh dear. He has been absolutely destroyed, rolling into that Maiden ulti, and now the Wraith King. He's still got 2 lives and armlet toggles to play around with, but he's been jumped by the Puck. There's the pit, in onto Sora. And the Wraith King, the arrow lands. There's going to be 2 kills. The Void Spirit does make the jump, and Monkey King disconnects. So we're going to have to unpause as quickly as we can to get back into this fight, because Void Spirit still has a decent amount of damage to push out. A couple more seconds for another Astral Step. Kara's going to get right-clicked down, but they're focusing Wraith King. Sora's fallen, and now the Void Spirit's actually left with nothing left to really disengage with. It's a 5-man wipe from G-Pride without their Monkey King even being in the game.
Man, Void Spirit just not in the right place at the right time. There's a fight breaking out on the top rune. He's still playing around mid, not there to be able to just counter-initiate right away. It's very awkward from MadKings. And then once the fight was already over with the Lesh and Ench dying, that's when Wraith King decided to go in to a freezing field without a stun being up.
Yeah.
You know, Gary, people
It's a
always
weird game.
think Maiden is such a
Fragile
fragile,
hero.
you know, little hero, can't really do anything, always needs saving. Nah. Crystal Main's a beast, man. You don't stun her, you don't prioritize her, she's just gonna mess you up in team fights.
Yeah, even from Pos 5, right? The delicate flower turns into a man-eating monster. Now nearly has Glimmer Cape on Kara. More net worth than this Enchantress or Tusk could ever dream of having. And Underlord straight onto that tier 1 mid. He's got himself a hood, a full pipe delivered, and Halberd queued up. And it looks like Teemo's Monkey right now is going to be farming Triangle. He's got BKB queued up, he's got Tread's Maelstrom. For a player that's been disconnected half the game, 6k net worth is pretty damn good.
Yeah, he's just waiting it out. He just wants his packets to return. And then after that, he'll probably start playing the game. But the Puck and Underlord are doing a really good job at just carrying this game right now with their 4 heroes. Unfortunately for them, if Monkey's packets don't return soon and doesn't have more farm, the Wraith King is going to get out of hand.
Yeah, that's why Tau right now is trying to make every step of Sora's Wraith King a living hell. Boots of Travel, Blink, Veil can pretty much constantly just push that bottom lane, force the Wraith King to be either farming the bot tier 2 or just leave and go to Triangle. But it's that safety net, right? The fact that Tau is down here means that Monkey King is safe. There's not going to be smoke rotations or ganks into the Monkey's farming zone.
Is it safe to say that the Puck has outperformed the Void Spirit here?
I think so. I think that is very fair to say. He's easily outperformed him. Another kill here on the Tusk. Jumping up with the Veil, the Pit of Malice. It's going to be the Underlord that claims it. But they keep this
nice combination.
They keep this group up around the tier 1 mid as well. Dream Coil.
Oh, they missed the coil.
They missed it on the Void Spirit. Yeah, you're right. They
Void
try
Spirit
it.
outperformed.
The outplay goes in. He's trying to Remnant up the Underlord, but they're diving for the Lesh. Still getting caught up in the Pit of Malice. The Enchantress trying to find a way into this fight because they're Frostbitten the Void Spirit inside the Wukongs.
Oh, who's
Where
this
does the
hero?
Dissimilate go? He goes off to the right, down to southeast. Monkey King, he's popped into the game for a little bit, trying to battle into the Void Spirit, and the Puck actually waning Rift forward with a silence. What do we got? Nothing left. The Void Spirit's down. Caught up in that route. And the Tier 1 tower opens up again for the Dire team to shove it. And while that's all happening, Theben, Mirana's pushed top lane.
Yeah, it's a lot of gold for her. She's got Arcane Boots and Yules.
Radiant's middle tower.
Monkey.
Actually took the tower, got the last
Monkey's
hit too.
playing Dota, jumping on the Wraith King. They've got a Yules up. Where's the follow through? It's the Puck coming in. Monkey King, Teemo, run away. You can't battle him. Wraith King's too strong. Teemo jump up onto the trees. He's going to get himself out of there. They turn with the Wraith Fire Blast. Sora, 1v3, still has 2 lives, but Kara, the real carry. The Crystal Maiden comes.
What?
Misses the arrow, though, through the Frostbite. They'll take the first life, but the backup for MadKings just isn't coming. There's nobody there. Ench, Tusk, Void Spirit, a million miles away, so G-Pride get the easy kill on the Wraith King.
Man, they were chasing him for so long, but his team is just not able to TP in, especially Leshak had a TP on cooldown and has to catch up right now. If the Monkey King is back and battling up, things are looking pretty bad for MadKings now. They do have the Relic. Still a little bit away
but
from
the Void
the Radiance,
Spirit,
though.
he's been found in his own jungle. Frostbite with the pit and the arrow. So much chain control here onto this Void Spirit. Double root and a stun. Where is that Wraithkin now? He's in the grave. 5 seconds. Radiance armlet ready.
Oh,
you
he
reckon-
does have the Radiance.
He does, yeah.
I thought he didn't have the recipe yet.
I guess
Okay,
it was
cool.
on his courier.
Yeah, it's time to fight. 1 minute left on your reincarnation. It's fine. You can just play around mid. By the time they can even bring you down, you'll probably have your reincarnation back.
Do you want to do something?
Time to smoke.
That's what I was going to ask. Do you go for a smoke and sneaky play, or do you want to try and brute force mid tier 1 with your Wraith King?
I think you do both. So you're going for the mid with one person pushing, and then you're wrapping around the tower with 4 heroes smoked up.
The combo platter.
Because yeah, you need that tier 1 mid to die. Because right now what's going on is Mirana's shoving lanes, Puck is shoving lanes, Underlord is shoving lanes, and you can't do anything at this rate. You're always constantly trying to fix the lanes, and you will never get all these lanes fixed.
Just behind your tier 2s all the time.
Yeah, like he's dealing with this Puck way bottom, but look at mid and top. They're playing on 3 lanes plus the jungle monkey. They're all farming MadKings like crazy right now.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, trying to catch this Underlord is a pain in the backside, especially with
Dark
Moonlight
Rift.
Shadow. They've got Dust on the
Dark Rift?
Enchantress.
Ah, it's
Dark
too
Rift,
late.
it's
He's
too
dead
late
now.
now. He's been chain stunned. They'll come in with Tau, Dream Coil, and Pit.
never
Ben
mind.
does with a heal. He does get slain. Mega kill streak gone with a freezing field.
God,
Holy
these
shit, the
roots.
damage! But they get the punch. They've taken down Kara, and Toby traded back. But the stun on the Puck means that Sora gets the godlike streak.
Where'd the Puck go? My goodness.
Critted into oblivion.
That was a lot of damage. Yeah, I mean, that Underlord was just way too cocky, not Dark Rifting as soon as he got slowed and understanding that people are chasing him down. He has no words on the top side, so he didn't know what angle MadKings were coming from. Alright. Sora now gonna take a disconnect. At least, I mean, Radiant still have some pause time, so
Do
they can
they?
use it for themselves.
Do
Yeah,
they,
they do. I think they do. I think they
Couple of
only
minutes.
pause like a couple of minutes for G-Pride at the start of the game.
Okay, there we go. Melva, 8 minutes.
Don't worry. Yeah, Melva's got that clock. You know, he's got 2 clocks beside him, and he clicks on one of them. It's like, okay,
He's got the chess
this is how
clocks.
much this team has. Yeah, chess clocks, exactly. G-Pride have ran out of their time. Now it's MadKing, you know. Got
TikTok.
8 minutes left. All good. Tusk.
Right.
Look at Tusk quick buy.
Smoke, dust, smoke.
He has no intentions of getting any items this game. He's like, that ship has sailed long ago.
Pretty much an indication of let's go run at them for a little bit with this Radiance of Wraith King. But I guess the elephant in the room, that Void Spirit, he's 1,000 away from Ags. He's not had a great game. but he still offers you that backline threat, doesn't he? He's still able to get in on top of heroes.
Man, you're very kind to say that he's not had a great game. He's had an awful game, to be honest.
See,
Look at
that's
the
the thing.
Mirana, higher net worth than the Void Spirit.
Yeah. Mirana's had a spectacular game. But Theben, that's my job. I lowball it and I let the analysts do the actual, flaming.
Got it. I mean, I think the problem with Void Spirit this game is he was one at the wrong place at the wrong time in multiple different ways. Like some of the ganks he's made was at the wrong times, not being there for the bounty runes and ready to counter initiate. Like these are all missed opportunities for the Void Spirit. Those are the fights where you're supposed to trade your allies' lives for some kills and you get ahead and then you start dominating. But right now, for MadKings, this is all on the back of the Wraith King. That's the only real way that they're going to be able to continue to win fights.
Put him up at the front. Play behind him. All right, now
First
Wraith
item.
King. First item?
I was going to say, first item, Void Spirit Aghanims is still 1,000 gold away.
Yeah. Yeah, still pretty distant. And they don't go for the mid-tier 1, even after winning that fight. Wraith King pushes top, no one really shoves mid. Dire is
Going
scanning...
for an AC next.
Like, even Dire are confused, wondering, where are the Radiant heroes? They're scanning Roshan, like, they didn't push mid, they didn't do anything. They killed us all, but they don't get an objective.
They're just quite slow at getting these lanes out. I would have to agree with that. Mid tower would have been really nice to take there. Sora is farming like a triple ancient stack. Ooh, that's nice. And he's going for an AC first. I don't know how I feel about this. I think a BKB would have been much better. There's a lot of disables on the side of G-Pride. Just getting to use that BKB after the reincarnation pops is so nice. And you won't have to worry about the Crystal Maiden freezing field also.
Or the Pit of
Which has been
Malice.
causing them... Everything, to be honest.
Yeah,
There's just
like-
way too many disables.
Because Wraith King, even naturally, kind of struggles to stick on a target. You know, without Blink Dagger, without Abyssal or Basher. They're trying to go on the Enchantress here, but they've missed a couple of spells. Well, yeah, having that BKB solves a lot of your mobility problems straight off the bat. A Yule's on Monkey. Toby's going to get the Split Earth, but a BKB from Teemo revealed now. Trying to chase back through this jungle. And they see the Wraith King isolated. Get the Pit of Malice and the Wukong's command on him. First life obliterated straight out. Still inside the pit as well. And then Sora just getting right-clicked down. The freezing field comes. They try and come in, but the three-man coil, Puck, finds them on the high ground. Tusk shredded as Toby's left stranded, and this Enchantress frostbitten into the roots, and down you go. A double kill for G-Pride's Benjaz. And Tau, with that great reinitiation with the coil, means 4 heroes fall for nothing in return.
Yeah, they got that kill on the Wraith King secured. Tao completely understood the enemy is going to try and help save this Wraith King, so he jumped straight to the back line. Got that nice juicy coil on 3 targets. I mean, this is exactly why you need a BKB on the Wraith King.
Yes.
Because when you come back alive, you're going to need to pop that BKB just to be able to run out of the Wukong's command. We've seen this movie so many times, right, Gary?
Yeah.
Monkey versus Wraith King, and the only way to like counter it is just by clicking the BKB.
Yeah, it's pretty much a big red reset button. BKB, run away, get out of the circles, remove yourself from the Venn diagrams. They play onto the Teemo Monkey now, but Pit of Malice with an arrow onto the Void Spirit. Eee! That's not where you want to be. Toby also has walked into death as the BKB from Teemo comes out for a second time, and they're jumping onto Easy A. Tusk, Glimmer caped up thanks to his Enchantress, but still, he's going to die mid-TP, while Kara regenerating enough mana for another Frostbite. It is just destruction. The slaughterhouse has been opened, and G-Pride, my goodness, another 4-kill sweep through the Radiant team without losing a single soul.
I think Void Spirit felt like Superman, you know, as soon as he finished that Aghanims, he's like,
going
yeah,
in!
let's go. It's time. I got my item, boys. I'm online. But he doesn't realize he's extremely far behind in this game, even with that axe. These are just not calculated plays, Gary. They gotta. It's always gonna be frustrating to see these kind of stuff. But again, these are Division 2 teams. They gotta learn.
Yeah.
They gotta play these games. You know, make mistakes. Hopefully, they're studying their replays, learning from it, and come back stronger. That's the whole purpose of Division 2.
Yeah, watch the VODs, listen to Coach Theben.
Yeah, in these situations, you need to just like be baiting your Wraith King, not where your Wraith King is like obviously running around and in a really bad position, but from the front, you know, bait his hero,
Like-
jump in when they're touching him.
This kind of smoke, like they make a play without the Wraith King, but he TPs to the tier 2 as they open up on the Underlord. Arrow comes in, and a Wukong's command is really nicely placed from Teemo. Dismar's already dismantled EZA, and the Monkey King just stands in there with his Wukongs going. Enchantress is used up. Yes, you've Glimmercake, but they've got so many sentries in the area. I can spot you wherever you head, and a double kill for Teemo. 5, 3, and 10 now after an abysmal start to the game. Through no fault of his own, of course. And G-Pride.
Plays. I was just gonna say, like, plays like that, you're not really utilizing your Wraith King, right? Once again. Same thing, whatever happened bottom.
So you want him to go first, surely?
Radiant's top tower
Yeah, you want him to go in the front and bait, like, closer to your towers.
Yeah, maybe sink a couple of spells into him. Wraith King's first life gone. He toggled his armlet down through the frostbite there. Sora still in the root of the Pits of Malice. And there's just a Shiva's Guard on this freaking Underlord as he moves towards an Assault Cuirass next.
It's gigantic. Pipe, Shiva's, AC.
And then we go back to pushing lanes. Bot shoved by Puck. Top and mid already in onto the Radiant base. Roshan, a possibility here for the Dire team. Could be a bit risky though with 5 Radiant heroes alive, eh, Theben?
It could be. I don't think so.
Yeah, because they come straight back into it and find a sniper on Enchantress. Yules on the ledge. Send him up and bring him down with an arrow. Toby hits the ground. A self-Yules from him will buy a few more seconds. Pops his wand, but Teemo unstoppable now, and we've got a Dagon Puck zapping people. Level 2 now on that Dagon as well. Oh, an Arcane Rune for Tau. Paladin Sword comes up. Give that to your Monkey King. Arcane Rune with a Dagon on that Puck, holding that Radiant Triangle. MadKings, they just send their Wraith King bottom. Go on, finish your BKB. That's going to be one of our greatest chances to come back into this game. Oh, it's been a funny one, this match, Theben.
I mean,
30 minutes of entertainment, for sure.
definitely. If Teemo wasn't disconnected and was lagging, just standing around, I think G-Pride would have been destroying this game within 20 minutes. That's my
Feels like
feeling.
that way.
Yeah, MadKings are just a couple notches below G-Pride.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, they're in the right place bottom as well. Tau has the help of the Mirana Arrow. Oh, and Monkey King, Teemo making up for that early laning stage, gets a kill and continues his streak. Now Wicked Sick. Looking to get up into that Scardy next. This Puck is level 22. And there's nowhere for the Radiant team to actually be. They don't have a home anymore. Can't farm anywhere. And if this Void Spirit, he goes any closer to these Dire heroes, he's just going to die. They've got a Sentry Ward mid, so they'll spot this Moonlight Shadow coming in. Oh, but they don't spot them coming that deep. Oh my god! Arrow connects into the back onto the Enchantress. Invis Lashrak looking for the Yule setup. There's a BKB still on the Monkey King, but holding it because he's got Aegis. They're diving tier 3s and battling on the high ground, killing off the Void Spirit. He's got buyback, so he can return to the fight. Wraith King gets one stun on the Monkey King and decides to run away. All 5 of G-Pride now pushing up onto high ground. They've still got Wukongs, BKB and Aegis on that Monkey. No coil. But the fact that Underlord can just frontline here with the massive amount of armor, HP, and tankiness he's got. Jump in, Puck just toying with him a bit with the Dagon Zap. Nearly killing off Enchantress alone. But Elena Barracks without really any contest. A stun onto the Underlord. And then what? Wraith King. He's walked into that. Pit of Malice comes, rooted up, and now Monkey's going to throw out the Wukongs. Boundless Strike. Silence him up. Wraith King gets force-staffed out into the freezing field, though. And he's just being burnt alive. Frostbitten, slain, and GG comes. G-Pride wins it 40-8.
Well, Gary, I think there was a window where MadKings could have come back into this game, but Wraith King, I think he made the wrong purchase. going for that AC over the BKB just completely costed him this game. The moment he bought that Hyperstone, I'm instantly thinking, yeah, you messed up, boy. You messed up right here, because you need that BKB timing as soon as you finish that Radiant, so you can just go into the fight, not care about all these disables, frontline for your team, open vision, allow your teammates to go in right after you, and also be able to get away from the Wukong's command if that ever comes out. But because he goes for the Hyperstone, he goes for that AC, which is a very expensive item. Now he has to wait for the next for the gold for the BKB, and you can't win any fights between the time that you finish AC and to your next BKB because you got the wrong item. So I think G-Pride just completely took over the game once that occurred. But before that, it looked pretty even.